I'm going to go ahead and teach how to do uh, comps for any property quickly without having a real estate license or access to any special databases. The website I use is Redfin, so redfin.com, and I'll pick a zip code that I know has some acreage, and we'll just use that as an example. But you could put whatever zip code of the area you want to go to. So we'll go ahead and use 77354 as our example. So here you see these are all the houses or properties available for sale. So if we're looking at, we can, do vacant land, just houses, whatever not. But what we'll go ahead and do is, for example, we're looking for lots that are, say, an acre and over. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 acre. And that dwindles us down to 110 houses for sale. So what we're going to do is come to the very bottom, and you see here it says download all. So you're going to get all the information in a spreadsheet format, which I love. So up there. So that's for stuff that's on the MLS right now. The other filter I go to is I go ahead and come to sold. So we'll see 38 houses that was sold that was an acre or larger, or actually I'm going to put an acre or larger, right? 38 houses, and same thing, we scroll to the bottom and we click download all. And so now we have two spreadsheets, and I'll open both. We have two spreadsheets. This one it says sale type past sales, right? So we know that was past sales. I usually delete that second line. So if for vacant land, I delete both of these since it says 0, but since you're looking at houses, we'll go ahead, and I like to do it right here. We'll go ahead and insert 2 columns, and then we're going to go ahead and name this column acres, and then we'll go ahead and name this column dollars per acre. So here's the price, and so we click the dollar sign, make that into dollars, which is what I like to do, and then acres. Here over here is the lot size, right? Here's the lot size. So we're going to do really rudimentary programming. So we're going to go ahead and put the equal sign, equals, and this column is O line 3, but it'll put it in for you. O line 3, right? Divided by an acre has 43560 square foot, right? I know. So 4 old ladies driving 35 miles in a 60-mile-an-hour zone is how we're taught, right? So that will give us acreage, right? And then and we can go ahead and double click on it, and it'll fill in for you automatically, as I like to say. I usually don't need to see that many decimals. 2 is fine. And then for dollar per acre, so that's how you program basically. And if you double click on the little tab, if you don't know, it'll autofill for you, or you can drag it. I'll show you the drag. So this is the price divided by the acreage, right? Is dollars per acre. And we can go ahead and grab the corner and just drag it on down. Drag it on down. So now we have the 2 columns that we've created, which is what you wanted to see, which is acres and dollars per acre, right? So what I usually do here is I do a little bit programming. So equals average, right? What's the app? No, here we go. So we go equals, and we'll call this row average. So equals average. What are we averaging? This column, right? This entire column. So that's average, right? And we can kind of just, since we're doing the average for this column and this column and this column, we could just kind of grab that corner and drag it on over. This actually technically should not be, it's actually a decimal, not a dollar, right? Divide by 0. There's a column somewhere that's giving us bad data, so I'll just go ahead and delete it, right? And then that should be, so that is the average price. That's the average acreage, and that's the average dollar, right? The other one that is very, very important to us is the median, right? So we go ahead and put equals median, right? Median of what? Median of this column, right? And then again, we want the median of the other columns as well. And this is actually not, it's good because this was the dollar sign. So now we know the average price of the properties here. We know the average acreage, and we know the average price per acre. And then we go ahead and look at the median, and we know the average median price, the average, or the median acreage price, or median price period, the median acreage, and the median dollar per acre. And with that data, so the other thing we can kind of do is, and I do this all the time, is we can go ahead and come to data, sort, click my data has headers, right? And when you do the drop box, you will see, and I usually like to do sorting by dollars per acre. So ta-da, there you go. That's all the data for sale. You can see average dollar per acre, and then you can see, okay, I think I have a bedroom that is this price or whatever, or this property that is 5 acres with 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, and this square footage. And then you kind of look at the data and do with the data to your cart's content. We just did that with the past sales, so that's sold prices, and you can do the exact same thing then with the current listing. And if you want, I can do it real fast for you, just to show you, right? We're inserting, we're doing acres, dollar per acre, right? Equals lot size divided by 4 ladies driving 35 and 60 mile an hour zone. The price, we're going to go ahead and do a, I like to shrink the decimals, and then we're going to go equals dollars per acre, right, is what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and do this, and we can drag it all the way down, right? Expand this real quick, and then see if we have any. So I already know there's a bad row here of data. Don't ask me why that happens. It is what it is. Here as well. So we'll go ahead and delete the 2 bad rows. That's going to give me an error probably. And then we'll go ahead and do. Ooh, I did it on the wrong side. That's all right. And do average and median, and then we're going to go equals average. We're going to do average for this row, right? Average for this row, right? Wow, that is expensive. And then we can go ahead and do for average for the acreage and acres. Let me go ahead and do something really like when this is that big. I usually delete row 2, and then we'll go ahead and freeze top row. That makes our life easier. And then same thing, median, I'll do equals median, and then, you know, whatever the entire row is, the median of that, and we can go ahead and copy the median formula over. This should be, let's call it, I usually like to pick the row, like I said, give it to me in, well, okay, it's not going to give it to me in just 2 decimals. Well, okay. So you basically, again, have the average price, you have the average acres, dollar per acre, and then the average median, or the median, which means the middle one, and then the 2 median acreage and the median price. And that's basically all the data I go off of. And you don't need fancy software or other websites, just Redfin. So hit me up if you have questions. Hope that helps.